Most of them out here with a new extremely cheesy strategy to confederate Marienburg on turn 3. Flex 3708, prominent Total War scientist and head-to-head community member, came up with this one. So if you don't like extreme exploits, stop watching now and blame him, not me. Before you can set up the turn 3 Marienburg Confederation, you've got to do the 3-turn Reichland conquest. Playing as Karl Franz, you do that by taking out your starting enemy and occupying Grunberg on turn 1, recruit an extra lord at Grunberg, and recruit another lord at Helmgart. Both Karl Franz and the Helmgart Lord can start recruiting some archers, and you can build a shooting range at Grunberg. Set the commandment at Helmgart for extra recruitment next turn. Helmgart is within range of Ubersreich, so recruiting an extra lord there on turn 1 allows you to take Ubersreich on turn 2. Attach your wizard to the Helmgart Lord for this battle to get a little extra experience. Move your Grunberg Lord up to take Karak Asgaraz. You can recruit an extra lord at Ubersreich and another lord at Helmgart. Grab 2 more archers at Helmgart, and your Ubersreich Lord can recruit some free company militia. If your wizard was in your main army, he should have leveled up. Turn 3, you can take Eilhart with Karl Franz, transfer the wizard back into the main army for the extra XP. This is a bit of a tough battle, but if you fight it manually and you have the 3 extra lords and the extra few units from recruiting at Helmgart, you can do it without losing any units. If you fight it manually and you're careful, you can use your lords to waste the ammunition of the mortars before you start the battle too, just to make it a little bit easier. Once you've consolidated Reichland and destroyed the secessionists by turn 3, now it's time to do the turn 3 Marienburg exploit. Take your lord and occupy Karak Asgaraz. Then you need to recruit a new lord at Grunberg, and then you want to sell Grunberg to Durthu in exchange for Karak Norn. Recruit an extra lord at Karak Norn and recruit another lord at Helmgart. You should have a lord at every one of your regions except for Ubersreich and Altdorf. Now you trade all of those regions to Durthu. Just go through and just trade every single region except for Ubersreich. You can manually request more money. Sell Asgaraz, and then you can sell Karak Norn. And you've sold every settlement you can except for Ubersreich. Now you can declare war on Durthu. Now because Durthu's of a different race, all of the regions that you sold to him will have no garrison. So we've got empty garrison. So all of the lords you raised will be able to just immediately reoccupy without any battles. And now you can get all of your settlements back. Then Durthu will accept the peace treaty, and you can get a non-aggression pact with him as well, just to make sure your border is safe on that side. And now finally we're ready to set up the Marienburg Confederation. Start by trading all of your regions except for Ubersreich to Marienburg. Now your relations with Marienburg should look something like this. I'm at -78, but it's heading towards +94. Now that's not quite high enough. Maybe on lower difficulties it would be okay, but on legendary I found like that wasn't quite high enough to make the strategy work. So now I'm going to actually make large gifts to Marienburg as well. We can just gift them all of our money if we want, just to be sure. We can get it back later. This might be a bit overkill, but as I said, we'll get the money back later anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we've given all of our money to Marienburg. We're still at -78. But we're heading towards +234. Now what you want to do is declare war on Marienburg. Instead of being at -78, it's updated to -6. So we're getting closer to where we need to be. Retake Eilhart. It will have a garrison now because they're the same race. And Karak Asgaraz. Karak Asgaraz won't have a garrison because you never actually built the settlement building there. Once you've retaken Karak Asgaraz and Eilhart, you can immediately peace out with Marienburg. You can also take a non-aggression pact and military access. That should update your relations again. Now we're at +53. Now you can trade back and forth between Eilhart, Grunberg, Karak Norn, Karak Asgaraz for Eilhart, and just keep trading regions back and forth until your relations are heading up towards around 600 or 700. Now you can trade Ubersreich for a military alliance, and you can get all the rest of your money back. That'll immediately update your relations to over 150. Now the military allies with Marienburg, you can draw them into wars. So you can just go to war with the minor Wood Elf factions, pull Marienburg into the war. Now Marienburg's a lot closer to wanting to confederate. Go to war with the other one. And now Marienburg's really close to confederating. They will feel less threatened if they don't own Karak Norn and Karak Asgaraz. So what you can do is sell Karak Norn to Marienburg, and now because they've got, you know, regions that are quite close to these minor Wood Elf factions, they want to confederate. If you still need even more, you can go and declare war on Elspeth's starting enemy, the Court of Night. They're going to be dead soon anyway, so it's no problem. And there's even higher confederation chance for Marienburg. Take the confederation, and then you've got the complete Marienburg province on turn 3, as well as consolidated Reichland, Karak Asgaraz, Karak Norn, and the fort. And you should have quite a lot of gold as well. As I said, I didn't come up with this strategy. Full credit to Plex3708 for discovering this and sharing it with the community. I usually prefer to play a more lore-friendly, no confederation Reichland, but I thought a lot of the cheese masters out there might really enjoy this one.